King King, get love shit again. Get love shit again. Get love shit again.
Hey.
Got a shooter, got shooters. I know I'm cooler than the coolest. I know this way you keep your alcohol. I know that I'm about it, I'm about to power. All of my niggas is savages. Mean up the phone like some scavengers. I know that I'm fly, I got passengers. I love Jesus Christ and Bible passages. So fly, she have a Merlin. She love the magic shit like Merlin. And the boss like a Laker, Irvin. Should've kept it clean like this detergent. Watch the shit out and let the cat up out the bag. I get naked and let the dick out the sack. Let it breathe, get some air. Baby, please, I'm already there. Decadent creamery everywhere. I represent me, it's a love affair. Smelling the trees, it's a buzzing here. Can't be down with the team if you weren't prepared. Hey, this is my style. I do it to get some attention. Hey, the crowd going wild, so I guess I'ma keep on spitting. Nigga, I borrowed your style, but you won't get no honorable mention. I'm rocking it better than you. I'm making retire, no pension. I just get the bread at the food. Apply sandwich bread and make it smooth. My movement gon' move, that's the move. To lose. Hey, never been scared, you ain't prepared. I ain't sorry. Your breezy clearly walked the ass over here. I ain't sorry. Mad cause you think I ran out with your beer. I ain't sorry. You're tripping cause you think I stole your career.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not sorry. I do feel like I got an echo though. Let me see if I can kill that. Yo, guess what? I just dropped the ball on the ball. I dropped the volume on the volume. Okay, guess what? I just told an awesome story about my hat. You guys completely missed the story about my hat. You know, I'm just gonna have to repeat it another time. But my point is, if you wear an adventure hat, you better be in adventure mode, or you're like the person that wears pajamas to Walmart, or the person that wears Crocs with socks. Like situationally, you're putting yourself in the wrong position. You don't wear adventure hats if you ain't about that adventure life. You could just be about like the Mel Gibson and the Patriot life. Like, I will fight for this country with my last breath. Okay, check this out. If Elon Musk was at the mall and you got to go sit on his lap and you got to say, Elon Musk, and you got to ask him to bring back any store in the history of stores, right? Like, why are you bringing back GameStop? They ain't never giving us no love. Why don't you bring back KB Toys? KB Toys, man, they had the deals. Oh, KB had the deals. Dear Elon Musk and your rocket ship to Mars, you're going to literally leave us behind. Hi, I'm Elon Musk, and I'm going to be leaving you peasants on Earth and leaving. But here's my advice to make your time on Earth better. what you could do is take your stimulus check of $600, invest it in Dogecoin, and make $605. No, we need to bring back KB, just not even for the financial impact of it, just for the love of the game, right? Just for the love of the game, we got to bring back KB toys. What else are you going to buy in television games? Am I dating myself? Okay. Look, it's a little bit after my schedule, but I'm supposed to be telling you right now, it's 2021. You want your enemies to know your political stance before they even approach you. How are they going to know who you hate if you don't have an F word and then somebody else's name on your shirt? So to get a shirt with an F word and then somebody else's name under it, because that is what we do in 2021, you should go to standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. Standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. Use the promo code Coffee and Bong Hits, or tell them Large Marge sent you. Either way, you should get free shipping on your entire order. Let me also remind you guys that Elon Musk doesn't really care about you. I know I got your hopes up because you got all excited about maybe KB Toys coming back. Bring back Radio Shack, for F's sake. If you're going to do something, GameStop, here's my whole life, GameStop. Best I can do is $10 trade. $10 trade. That's how the guy that works at GameStop talks. $10 trade. He's also a dungeon master in his spare time. So talking like this helps him set the tone. But seriously, Elon Musk is not. Do you know how crazy people sound right now on the internet yelling? Elon Musk told me I need to invest in. Oh, wow, you know what? I don't even got lights on today. That's crazy. I'm not even running studio lights. That makes it nicer. Maybe that's why I'm in a better mood right now. Anyways, imagine you're like, look, Cletus. What is it, other Cletus? Did you hear what Elon Musk was saying? Elon Musk, you mean that man that shot that car into outer space? I love that dude. The one that was on Joe Rogan smoking a joint? Yeah. Yeah, anyways, that guy told us we need to buy stock in GameStop. Well, God damn it, there's one thing I learned through my 7 years of education. Two things. One, 8th grade's for losers. And two, if Elon Musk says it, it probably directly applies to my life. Oh, great Oracle Elon Musk, who's about to go live in a biodome on Mars with Pauly Shore. Give us more of your sage life advice, sir, please. Please, Elon Musk. How about that buddy comedy going on right there? My bad. That buddy comedy where you got Elon Musk and Pauly Shore living together in the same biodome. It's in a block of programming. It's on right after that other show. What if you took 5 former presidents and gave all of them the coronavirus vaccine and let them live in the same house? So where was I? Okay, look, it's 10:11. I got this little schedule right here. Oh, shit. At 8 minutes after, I was supposed to give the inspirational, motivational, excitational, muppetational advice of the day. Okay, here we go. There is no thing in this world that is perfect. Nothing. That's why original sin was such a big deal, because it was a black speck on a white canvas and it contrasted super hard. But most things in life have a bright side and a dark side. Even like a forest fire has a bright side of, well, the forest will regrow back healthy. Even if your house burns down, they're like, well, it's not much, but one of the bright sides is it creates a job for somebody who needs to feed their family. Like even falling off a cliff has a bright side light. Well, what we're doing right now is we're just reinforcing the values and the laws of physics. Gravity wins every time, right? There's a bright side to everything. But if you spend your whole time focusing on the fact that you're falling off a cliff, you're going to miss the daisies, man. The daisies. And let me tell you this, the more you stare at stamp collections, the more you become an expert in stamp collecting. What? Okay, before I forget too far, if you're listening to this show right now on a podcast server, if you weren't lucky enough to be able to join us live when we record live in front of a virtual audience of people mostly on YouTube, then you could catch this later on at any time of your convenience in a snack size take home version known as the podcast. It's the same name, Coffee and Bong Hits with Jessie. It's just a podcast available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn app, Breaker, Stitcher. Shit, I got apps you guys don't even know I'm on. You don't even know. Okay, then what I'm supposed to do at this time is remind you guys. You know, I really feel like that could be a longer lesson, though. Like, are you a problem-oriented person or are you a solutions-oriented person? I feel like it's important to stop the show. I'm gonna smoke in a minute. Boom. Right? We're gonna smoke in a minute. So y'all get your stuff together or whatever. At least find your label and be like, which one of these am I smoking on? Today, I'm gonna take a bong hit of some of this pineapple. Man, wait till I tell you guys about this new dispensary that opened up down the street from my house. Not only does it have an incredible selection, not only does it have great customer service with knowledgeable help, not only is it spacious, clean, with lots of parking, but they got 30% off the entire store right now. The entire store. 30% off. I went in there the other day. I was so happy. I bought more weed in one trip than I have in a long time. They got cartridges, real good prices on cartridges. I can't believe that you could pay so much on one side of town or even just a couple miles down the road. So check this out. Starting next week, hopefully I'll work the deal out with those people and I will tell you what this incredible dispensary is called. Right? Otherwise, you just have to message me on the side and I'll tell you about it because I do want you guys saving money, getting high quality cannabis because we didn't fight for this just so I could buy stems and seeds from a shop on 82nd that looks like a fireworks stand. All right? So whatever you do, go to insert name of your dispensary here and tell them Large Marge sent you. Okay, so what I want you to do before I do that is I want you to get up out of the passenger seat of your own brain. Remember, your brain is like a machine. Your brain is like a microwave or a washing machine or a dishwasher. It is just merely existing on this physical plane, right? But your mind is infinite. Your mind can dance around. Your mind can jump into old brains. Your mind can jump into brains from the future. Your mind can jump into parallel brains and parallel universes. Your mind can step outside of time and space, go back in time, change things, and come back and affect you now. You can go back through other lifetimes that you've lived with other reincarnations and affect that right now on a traumatic soul level so that the repercussions and the ripple effect will reach you right now and you'll have a better life. I'm telling you, your mind is infinite. So take that infinite mind. All I'm asking you to do is climb up out of the autopilot passenger seat that you're in right now. Walk around the back of your head. Climb in the driver's seat. Buckle up. It's going to be a ride. Lock the doors. There's muggers. Turn on the windshield wipers. It's not raining. I don't care. Turn on the windshield wipers. Why are we turning on the windshield wipers? Because it's your ride. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to smoke, and I want to know, what are you smoking this morning? And then as soon as I take this choker down, we're going to be joined by my man Figure 8 to see what kind of investments he's got going on, or to see if perhaps instead of investing in Dogecoin, maybe your better investment will be a Teddy Ruxpin doll, Sega Genesis. Bro, you telling me you can't stack slinging Sega Genesis cartridges since Elon Musk ain't bringing back KB toys? What kind of world do we live in? Oh, baby Jesus in an Airbnb manger. Okay, remember this, kids. If you're looking for an environmentally friendly pest remediation solution that you can show the whole family, get an anteater. Anteaters will eat cockroaches, potato bugs, stick bugs, praying mantises, daddy long legs, wasps when in the larval form, caterpillar pupae, and triscuits. And I know you're like, but Jesse, what if it's a giant centipede? Guess what? Get a giant anteater. That's what. And don't forget that anteaters will be prominent when we bring on the new website, not the new website page, which will be animals. Oh my God, you guys don't even know everything I have going on right now. Oh, there's so many things going on. It's amazing. So first of all, let me remind you guys that you can right now, you can go to Patreon and you can adopt an animal or sponsor an animal on the Big Island right now. You could go sponsor a goat, or you could sponsor a cow. You could sponsor a chicken or a pig or a sheep. But what you could also do is you could go to Ridge. How could I just draw a blank? Oh my gosh. The animal sanctuary I just went to yesterday. Oh my gosh. How could I forget it? I'm going to tell you guys all about it in a little bit. I'm going to tell you guys all about it in a little bit. These guys. We get to see the Joe Exotic guys. Wildcat Ridge Sanctuary. Holy smokes, Jesse. How stupid are you? Yes. You can go right now to wildcatridgesanctuary.org and you can donate to those guys by sponsoring an animal. When you go there, you can sponsor a tiger or a lion or a cheetah or a donkey. There's actually two donkeys. There's a blood donkey and a crip donkey, but there's cops around all the time. So there's cops around all the time. So and then hopefully by this time next week, we'll have worked it out so that we are also working with a sanctuary in Florida. That's my goal, a sanctuary in Florida that works on armadillo and manatee. Armadillo and manatee rescue, man. And I know you guys are thinking, Jesse, armadillos. Now you're a little over the top. We understand wanting to save the goats and the sheep and the chickens and the turkeys and the cows and the pigs and the mongooses. And we understand you want to save the tigers and the lions and the cheetahs and the caracals and the medium-sized ones that are like giant house cats that want to climb up your leg. But you probably think I'm pushing it a little too far when I talk about armadillos. But that's because you might not have ever seen an armadillo in the silhouette of a North Florida moonlight, standing up on his hind legs trying to eat bugs under the moonlight. That sounds like it should have been in the Batman movie, right? You ever dance with the armadillo in the pale moonlight? What if you're like, yeah, well, actually, I fucking have danced with an armadillo in the pale moonlight. Yo, I think Figure 8 is hanging out somewhere, man. Let's bring this Vato up in here before I start smoking. Let's make sure he's ready. And we live. Yo, 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 yo.
Yo,
get rid of one of mine.
Yo, we gotta
get rid of one of mine. Yeah.
We gotta talk about something. So you were talking about the anteater, right? And that's my favorite part every day before coming on is hearing you talk about the anteater. And we've been
No shit.
infested by ants this week. Like yesterday, me and Ellis fought off 1,000,000 ants. So we're on exoticpet.net right now, looking at prices of anteaters, and they're expensive. You didn't bring that up. You didn't bring up how expensive it is to acquire one of these anteaters. All these times have been like, I'm sure it's a cheap service Jesse's been putting us on. It is not. It's like 8 bands. 8 bands
No
for an
way.
anteater. You can
What,
get a
bro? We're
camel
gonna have
for
to.
7.
No shit. You got a price guide right there?
Yeah, we're on exoticanimalsforsale.net. This is not even a price guide. It's Craigslist for exotic. This is
Okay.
incredible.
Let's just turn this into the Price is Writer then. Ask me, give me an animal. I'll guess how much it's worth, and then you tell me if I'm close.
All right, here we go. I'll read you the ad too.
Okay, first of all, hey, hold on. First of all, only suckers buy anteaters retail, dude. You got to know a guy.
That's true.
You're just on
Facebook.
You're just on Facebook Marketplace trying to buy an anteater on Facebook Marketplace. Everybody's like, that's unkind. You're just like, leave me alone. Okay.
All right. Here we go. Reduced 3-year-old gorgeous zebra. Z is a 3-year-old zebra stallion. He'd make an excellent herd friend with his divine stripes and great experience, good temperament, easy to work with, but he needs someone with zebra expertise. How much do you think the zebra is? His name's Z.
So the zebra's name is Z. Is it just a letter Z or is it Z-E-E?
Z-E-E, actually. Good job. Yeah.
12,000.
7,000.
Bro,
almost half the price you could own Z the zebra right now, bro. 3 years old. I don't know how long zebras live, but it's early in its life. I think this is my favorite website now.
I kind of need one now. I kind of need one. Why have we just been doing roller skates and stuff? We could have been. Wow. Okay. Look, and I want to say, this is fun. This is fun, but full disclosure, selling animals is whack. Buying animals is whack. And this is why we end up with so many sanctuaries, because people think, oh, I want a zebra or I want an anteater. I mean, I know it's fun for us right now because we're looking at, real problem solving, but imagine having an anteater as a work animal.
That was the conversation just before. Is I can't understand how this is a legal thing that's .net just on the internet. All you had to do Google was buy an anteater, and there is a website with every animal in the world on it. It's so messed up.
Man, one time in it was probably 2003 or something, I bought a tortoise from this black market dealer. It was supposed to grow up to be like the biggest tortoise on the planet, right? Like, I don't know, 2 feet wide or some shit, and lived to be 100 years. And I bought it from this dude, and it was like smaller than a nickel when I bought this little turtle. And I bought it for $100 from this black market dude. And he had this whole list. Like, I unrolled it like it was a scroll. It wasn't. It was just stapled in the corner. But he had this list. He had a list of all these animals that he could source you. And one of them was a freshwater dolphin from Sri Lanka for $500.
For $500? For the price of an Xbox, you just have a dolphin.
Man. Whoa, Amy Crash just told us there are more tigers in Texas in captivity than in all the wild of the world. That's crazy.
There's a lot of laws in Oregon that prevents this kind of stuff from happening, like a lot in Oregon. But in Michigan, there are almost no such laws. Like my aunts and uncles live next to a fox and prairie dog breeder, and like no one cares. There used to be this place called Gibraltar, right? It was like our Lloyd Center in Detroit. It was this giant mall like thing, but half of it was like an auction house where people could just set up their own stands and sell pocket knives or their
yeah. We got those here at flea markets. Yeah.
But there's a guy in the back. There was a guy in the back. This place closed down now. The last time I went to Michigan, it didn't exist anymore. But there was always a guy in the back who just had a whole wall of caged animals. And you could get like a $450 bear cub. You want to it, you know, some sort of Wolverine. Like he just had it all under $1,000 store. Like in a store, you could walk into and buy a bear, $400. You think people bought bears
Man.
for their kids?
In Hawaii, they still have a mall in Hilo, and it's like a mall, like a real mall, like from Mallrats. Like you would think it was 1990 still, right? People working at hot dog on a stick, and Orange Julius is popping, and they got the massage chairs, and no shit, they still sell dogs in the window of that mall. I'm just like, man, what futuristic world are you not living in here on this island? You just got dogs just in the mall, just in these little boxes for people to buy. It's crazy, man. All animals should be left the F alone. That's why I try to remind you guys every chance I get. You could go to patreon.com and sponsor an animal right now. Go to patreon.com/Big Island Farm Sanctuary and go adopt my man Theo, the blue-eyed goat. Man, Theo's cold. I shoot me like 2 more animals on that list if you still got it open. Uh-oh, we got the froze. I thought he was just staring at me. A long time. I'm gonna kick him real quick. All right, let me choke down this binger though real quick, and I'll tell you guys what you were smoking on. Blue, 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 blue. Man, I lost it. I don't even remember what you guys were smoking on. Figure 8 is back in the building, though. Yeah, there he is. Yo, G, look, I went to the dope spot yesterday. Look, I met these dudes. Look, the Crippin' Donkey and the Blood Donkey. These fools are sellies, man. They would be banging on the streets against each other, but in the hood, they're on the same team. In the hood, they're enemies, but once they become incarcerated, such as these guys are, but they weren't bad, really. Then look, I met this dude, a damn cheetah, a real cheetah. I didn't really get to kick it with him that tough yesterday, but crazy. Look at his long ass leg muscles all the way up. Look, all the way to the tip of his tail. You can see that ridge. And it's kind of hard, unless you're the kind of person that really loves animal muscles, like a weirdo. You might not be able to see that dimple. I don't think I can show you guys. There's like a dimple right there in his leg muscle, and it's gorgeous when he walks. It just ripples. And then I seen this dude. This dude was like, "I smell your blunt, man, cub. Let me hit that blunt, man, cub." And I was like, "Yo, 6 foot." 6 foot distance, coronavirus and such. Oh shit, you guys, it's 10:30. So 10:30 means it's time to take a moment and reflect on the wonderful, magical life, which is red pandas. Like, how does a lady go from riding a unicycle to riding a unicycle and flipping plates onto her head? Or how does somebody go from flipping plates on their head to deciding that they need to flip plates on their head while riding a motorcycle? That's unbelievable to me. We do it every day at 10:30 just so we can calibrate ourselves. Remember, if you're going to flip plates on your head, wear a helmet for the first couple times you practice. This is Coffee and Bonghits. We'll be right back. What did I tell you? Every day I just can't figure out, did the lady start out by riding a unicycle and then level up by flipping plates? Or did she start out by flipping plates and then moved on to riding a unicycle? Like, don't forget there was the step between the flipping plates and her deciding to catch them on her head. That's a whole nother step of progression. And all we can do is hope to keep growing like Red Panda does. So, yo, check this out. This is the bottom of the hour. You know that we got music, original music every day at 10:35. We don't even have to brand it. It's just 10:35. New music every day at 10:35 on urbansurvivorman.com or wherever you consume this product. But the important thing to make sure you know is that the 10:35 slot is brought to you by Bingo XOXO and the Meal Exchange Program. That's mealexchange.com with the letter X in the middle, Meal Exchange. But I'm here to tell you about the Bingo XOXO promotion program, tournament. I don't know what you call it, but we get down on Thursday nights and we play some gangster ass bingo for some cool prizes. And it's a way to generate community. It's a way to raise awareness, and it's a way to keep the Meal Exchange Program in energy. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep the movement, the momentum of your activities going. All right. Yesterday we missed our opportunity to have Blake Mack on Dirty Black in the house, so we're gonna have to catch up with him next week or whatever. I was hoping to meet him in Diction. We're gonna pick back up our conversation that we left 2 weeks ago, but we might have to save that one. So here's what I keep wondering: this tiger that I was super close to and scared of, but not as scared as I was being super close to this alligator in September. So all I've been able to think about is this tiger would protect me from this alligator. But that alligator would not protect me. If this tiger wanted to eat me, the alligator would be like, yeah, let me help you. But I think that if the alligator tried to eat me, then this tiger would protect me. But ultimately, I realized that they would probably team up and just split me in half, right? Just rip me in half. But I can't stop thinking about it because, like, the way I felt being next to this tiger, if you knew how big his nose was, this doesn't do any justice. Oh my God, I didn't even tell you guys. Wait till you see what happened when I met the girl lion. Her name's Chobi. When I met Chobi, this is one of the lions from the Joe Exotica movie or the Joe Exotica TV show or whatever, the Tiger King. And I will tell you guys, seriously, I'll tell you guys all about it as soon as we come back from the 10:35 drop, brought to you by mealexchange.com. In today's video, I'm kind of missing Kansas City today, so I figured we'll play one from my favorite Kansas City rapper, Cuz. He out here bringing it to him every day. Whoops, got to push play or it doesn't work. Get that volume up, son. Yo, Cuz in the house. Kansas City's finest.
Man, on these roads to riches, we get a lot of bumps and potholes. You just gotta dive and stay in your lane at the same time, man. On my road to riches, I'll tell y'all a little something. What I go through. Real shit. Hoes gon' be hoes, and women gon' be women. Foes gon' be foes, and real ones gon' be real ones. I done my ex, then I told the fam I'm on a mission. Now I'm solo bolo, feeling lonely on these roads to riches. Shit, I've been gritting since rich drop pole position. Just reminiscing about manifested goals and visions. I want $1 million mansion, and I'm gonna get it. I know my niggas got my back, cause if they don't, I clip them. I smoke a nigga like a sack and tell his hoe to listen. Pay attention, bring that money back. Bitch, I'm so efficient. official. Throw in the towel if that pussy foul, but blow my whistle. I smile when I see my haters now and throw them tissue. I shit on niggas and piss on bitches, I'm disrespectful. These niggas deaf and them bitches extra, but need some edges. Don't give me lectures, I'm like your Google, I give directions. Talking shit to peasants like I got Google, I'm in your section. I'm feeling like a living legend, never live for everybody else's preferences. And be careful, watch where you're stepping, watch where you're sleeping, cause niggas lurking, it's murking season. Run up on me, I'm a squirt and squeeze till you hurt and leaking. I'm serving speeches like a deacon, no a pastor. Do this shit all week, I can't get anything you ask for. Come up short, we kick in the dough like the task force. Shooting at your brain, Wayne aiming at your backboard. Swish, falling on them now, they calling for a favor. But where the hell was y'all when I was calling for a favor? Remember when I recorded my mixtapes in my basement? Neighbor complained about my music too loud, but she was racist. I knew that I would always make it, knew that I was gifted. My mama told me I was like a gift you get for Christmas. Well, she got it, and I'ma buy her that condo. I started out from the bottom, told me to get them, I got them. I'm gone. Yeah.
Man, you know, we play a lot of cuz on this show, and I'll tell you why. One, that's my dude. One, that's my dude. Two, whenever I'm looking for a video, man, he's always got something that's just sitting on my YouTube, because he puts out content. So there's always something sitting there. All right, let's try this again. What are you smoking this morning? I still ain't even hit it. All right, I need to though. I was already pretty sparked, but I missed whatever anybody said. I completely missed it. Whoa, man. What if the whole show was just that? Just one gigantic freaking 60-minute bog rip. I couldn't even finish that. I'm already so sparked. Hey, so this is what we're talking about today so far, if you're just catching up. First of all, shout out to the animal sanctuaries that are so kind as to dedicate their life to taking care of these animals that have nobody else. Like, yo, who takes care of animals? Like, who? An animal doesn't have anything, right? Like, an animal doesn't have an advocate. An animal doesn't have an attorney. An animal doesn't even know how to talk. An animal can't write. An animal can't produce documents. An animal doesn't have a Facebook page. An animal is absolutely alone and subject to the whims of this plague called humanity. And it's absolutely heartbreaking. Because even the humans among us who have the least are, for the most part, deliberate enough to communicate in some fashion. If you can't talk, you can sign. Or if you can't talk, you can write. If you can't hear, you can sign. Frowning is communicating, right? You can barely tell if an animal's frowning. All you know is when an animal's hurt, man. Or I guess happy. I know. Shut up. I can feel the rebuttals of dumb people. I don't get that, man. I don't get the people right now that go, my dog communicates with me all the time. Shut up. Or are you only going to shut up when Elon Musk tells you to? See, that's the thing. You guys got to learn to shut up when more people tell you. Like the shut up factor in this world is low. Okay, so look, we're trying to talk about it's a plot, man. Like, why Why would the internet? Okay, first of all, let me tell you something. I am poor. I don't have a bunch of get rich quick plans. I don't even have like long-term sustainable investment plans. I just know that I'm always in the right place at the right time, and that the universe favors me, right? So when they're like, Jesse, you should pick up some sponsors. Like, man, I'm sponsored by the universe. Like, I'm completely sponsored by the universe. So I'm cool like that. I don't chase money like that. So I don't really have any expectations that anything I ever invested in cryptocurrency was ever going to ever really going to pan out to be some cool thing, right? And I would always encourage people to invest in themselves more than anything else. Man, guess what? Our green screen is, our shots are crazy today because, oh, that's a bong. That's why my shot was crazy right there. Okay. But still, it's crazy because I forgot to turn the lights on in the museum. But to think that every single dumbass on the internet is in on the secret. If your master plan is the same master plan that somebody who uses the wrong through uses, right? Like we've been going through a lot of stuff, or he threw the ball at me, different, right? If your plan is the same plan as that guy's, it might not be the dopest plan. Picking up what I'm putting down. If you're a super poor person and your plan came from a super rich person who wants to destroy all of you and move to another planet because you guys suck that bad. He's literally building rocket ships to shoot to another planet because he dislikes you guys so much. And then he's going to give you some awesome advice on the stock market. Well, what's really happening is all the people who were sitting on the old stock had enough to leverage to create a social phenomenon, which got all these poor people to buy chunks of stock. For these failing corporations. And this grand social phenomenon. And all the poor people are like, oh, damn, 2021 is going to be the year we getting over on them. Oh, man. You people. I haven't even looked at the news yet, I swear to gosh. I don't even know what's happening. There could be a nuclear bomb. There could be a nuclear bomb, and I would not even know until I check the news right now. Sorry, I know it's neglectful. And I still want to finish my speech about looking back at mud puddles, man. Hey, check this out. By nature, are you the kind of person that if you're running down the road and you trip over something, do you stop and look back and go, what the heck did I just trip over? Do you do that? Stop. For real. If you're the kind of person that does that, stop doing that. Look, trust me, stop doing that. Stop doing it when you're running down the street. Stop doing it in real life. Stop doing it ever. What good does it do? You lose your momentum. You lose your focus. There's a lot to be said for momentum, man. And check this out. If you spend all day counting the bugs that hit your windshield, you're probably not going to make it very far. In fact, if you're even concerned about bugs dying on your windshield, then you're probably not going to achieve an accelerated rate of speed that's even going to compromise the safety of said bugs in hypothesized example scenario. Oh, man. Hey, that's what I need to add to the show. Watch this. Watch. Ah, man. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that again. Let me try to have a David Letterman. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that worked. Hold on. Let me try one more. Let's see where the camera is. Could you see it? I don't know. We'll have to check. So, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, the bugs on the windshield. Are you even going to generate enough speed to worry about that? So as you're crushing through, say you make a mistake, say you make an error. You know, I always tell people, I always say, yo, my name is Jessie, and I don't have any problems in my life. I have a shitload of mistakes, though. I make a lot of mistakes. Whatever, man. Making mistakes means that you're in some uncharted territory where everything's not easy, where everything's not comfortable. But that's when your brain expands. That's when you learn. That's when you grow. Oh my God, do you know how much I've grown since I met this dude right here? When I thought that this dude right here was going to eat me, I was so scared. Oh my God, I was so scared. But do you make mistakes? Cool. Do you learn from your mistakes? Yeah. Do they become problems? Why? That's on you. That's entirely on you if those mistakes become problems. Just like the same phenomenon that makes it so that when you look at a giant document full of words or a giant newspaper full of words, you can spot your own name. You can spot it. Man, we got some lighting problems today. Sorry, I forgot. We have to turn on the lights. It's dark in the museum. Thanks to my dear friend Sue for letting us use her home, the Chicago Fieldhouse Museum. Look, this is like an animal sanctuary for super old animals, right? You come to the Chicago Fieldhouse Museum, you know, like this lady right here, she's only been standing there since August. No, September. This lady's been standing there since September. She's fucked. Okay, but look, what I really wanted to tell you guys about was this little goat. So yesterday, Karen and I were driving down the street. We had just left the animal sanctuary, and we were blown away by, we were really, really blown away by how clean and professional and organized it was. And I was especially impressed with how clean it was. especially impressed with how clean it was. Anyways, so we were leaving there and cruising down the street. And this little dude is doing this. This little dude looks just like this. And I didn't even see him, right? Because, of course, I got my nose in my phone, so I miss a lot of shit. But Karen says to me, she says, yo, man, I think I just saw a baby goat with its head stuck in a fence. It took me a second to register what she had said to me, but that's like my love language right there. If you want to catch a Jessie, if you want to speak directly to my heart, tell me there's a little freaking goat or a little baby kitten stuck somewhere. Yo, because who speaks for the animals? Who speaks for them? Shit, half these humans on this planet need advocates for each other. Half the humans on this planet, look, as the day changed, the light changed. That's not you're supposed to. Sorry about the lighting effects. Nobody looks out for these animals, man. You seen what Amy Crash just said, that there's more animals in captivity in the state of Texas than there are in the wild. Man, and that's kind of cool that Figure Eight was on that website looking to get an anteater. He dropped his signal, and so he has stuff to do. It's a busy day. Fridays is a lot to ask of somebody to come in and spend their time on Fridays. So I appreciate all of you that check in. Man, we're about to do some dope shit. I know I always say we're about to do some dope shit, but I feel like we're always doing dope shit. So that's just perpetual, right? So don't stop and look at the thing you tripped over, the crack in the sidewalk, the banana peel, whatever. Just get up and keep running, or Jason Voorhees is coming. The Langoliers are coming, right? Freddy's coming even. You got to keep running. The Terminator's coming. The zombie tweaker bikers from my dreams are coming. You got to keep going. You can't stop. And that really applies to everything in life. You'll get eaten up. Man, you see these fast food companies can't even keep their menu the same. They got to keep changing up. You see all these companies keep changing their logos because they know that being stagnant, sitting on your couch is a way to get eaten alive. Straight up devoured. Devoured. Or as they say in France, devoured, with a little apostrophe thing. So yeah, man. Now, I understand if you grew up in the jungles of India, sleeping next to a Black Panther on a branch in a tree, you might not feel the same way about tigers as I felt yesterday. But, oh, shit. My laptop is just like, bro, we're about to die on you. So, anyways, check this out. You should be watching this on Urban Survivor, man. We're not going to be on Facebook much longer. You're going to have two choices. If you want to check us out, you're going to have to watch us on urbansurvivorman.com, or you're going to have to watch us on YouTube. Look, even in this photo right here, if you look close, look at the wall, then look at the bush to the left of the wall, and then look in the middle. There's a brown billy goat. You see him? That dude's huge. That dude will whoop your ass. Okay, so here's the fight. It's a giant jungle fight. They're by the watering hole. You've seen those, the watering hole ones, right? There's only so much water in the African savanna. The Serengeti jungle is not kind once flood season ends, right? And the birds are there, and the hippos, and the alligators, and the tigers, and the... So here we go. Contestant number one, tiger. Looks cuddly, actually super mean, giant paws, susceptible to scratches behind the ear, no matter what. Contestant number two, damn, Chester the cheetah, often seen wearing sunglasses and trying to push off high fructose corn syrup, GMO flavored snacks on our children. But he's got long ass leg muscles and he can get in and out of trouble really quickly. Contestant number 3 and 4. These two jackasses had to team up because why wouldn't you if you looked exactly the same as the other guy? I feel like that's just nature. Okay, contestant number 5. This lion, who I can't wait to show you what happened when we met each other. I'm going to save that, put it on the website. But this lion right here, no lion, her name is Chobi, and she doesn't like me that much. Oh, man. No spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. But I feel like some of the animals maybe liked me. I feel like there was a cat that really liked me. I feel like some of the tigers tolerated me. But I don't think that lion liked me. All right. Then contestant number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contestant number 6. This teenage alligator, maybe 3 or 4 years old, I'm guessing. I don't know. At Silver Springs in the Ocala National Forest roll up on this dude in a kayak. The bright side of him is he can fit into almost any sweater you give him, and he can roll you over. Then our other choice is this cuddly goat, who once he managed to get his head out of the fence should be a definite challenge. All right, I forgot to finish telling you the story about the goat. So Karen was like, "Yo, there's a goat," and I was like, "Oh, that's my love language. I'll turn around, I'll go check." But I didn't really think that we were going to get so lucky as to stumble upon this cute of a moment, right? Like, really. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that animal. Dude, who gets that in their whole life? Who is that lucky that they stumble upon a baby goat who, up until probably that day, a couple days ago, until his recent growth spurt, had probably been chomping through that fence, eating that green grass with no problems? Okay, I got to go before my laptop kills us. I still don't have my outie music. We went all January with no outro music and no Hall & Oates. But we did it. So look, I'm going to be bugging you guys from now until all weekend is over, till the 31st. Please go wherever you get my podcast from and just go download 10 episodes. Seriously, if you just go download 10 episodes, we'll make a big enough splash that will appear on some really, 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 really cool lists to start February. Holy shit. For real, guys. I have no idea, Marty. I don't know. You know what? That is a perfect question for Ask Anteater. I think that is a perfect question for the Ask Anteater column. Remember, you can ask the Anteater question just like this one by going to askanteater.com. No. askanteater@gmail.com. And then your answer will appear on urbansurvivorman.com. How did I make it 59 minutes and then drop the ball at the buzzer like that? And he dribbles it off his leg and it goes out of bounds. Whoa. Okay, next week, who's more evil, the Pope or the Queen? Historically, today, and in the future. Now, I wish we could talk about that. All right, remember, go make your bed, even if you're going to get back into it. And a rising tide lifts all vessels. You'd be surprised what giving away good energy does for your energy. If it doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it. I ain't talking about things in your house. I'm talking about people. Okie doke. I love you guys. Until Monday, until February. Holy crap. It's going to be a new Monday in a new month. The first February. Oh, shit. It's going to be major. Plus, February is when we have the return of Strange Game on a Volcano. Returns to late Thursday night, early Friday mornings. And then I'm going to wake back up and crank out this show on Fridays. So that's how we do it. Okay, look, I swear to God, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I wish we could just live in a giant ant colony all together and we just carry around little pieces of cookie crumbs and stuff on our heads. I don't know. Okay, I forgot what I'm supposed to say, but remember, please support everybody that supports us, even if they just support us with love. And speaking of which, there's a new episode of What the F is Ladylike on wherever your podcast provider is. What the F is Ladylike? All right. I don't know what else to say. Have a great weekend. See asses on Monday. 5,000 G's. Hold the post.